Well, this is the seventh day of the government shutdown. One of the very real world consequences now being felt by Americans is air travel. Senior White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich joins us now. Good evening, Jackie.
Good evening, Jillian. Right now, there are ground stops and delays at airports in Nashville, Boston, Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Dallas because of FAA staffing shortages, which officials say were made worse because of the government shutdown, and the impacts are just beginning.
So if we don't have controllers, we're going to make sure the airspace is safe. So what we do is we'll slow traffic. We'll shut down traffic.
Millions of Americans beginning to feel shutdown impacts. The FAA citing staffing issues for ground stops and delays amid an existing shortage of air traffic controllers.
They work 6 days a week. Right now, if they don't get their paychecks, how do I pay my mortgage? Do I go out and take an Uber job and try to make extra money to put the food on the table?
And 750,000 federal workers furloughed right now could feel a big dent in their wallets soon, despite a federal law President Trump signed after a government shutdown in 2019, widely interpreted to require automatic back pay. The Office of Management and Budget says not so fast.
Is it the White House's position that furloughed workers should be paid for their back pay?
I would say it depends on who we're talking about. I can tell you this, the Democrats have put a lot of people in great risk and jeopardy.
OMB's new legal analysis points to a clause that says back pay needs to be appropriated by Congress and contradicts guidance issued by the Office of Personnel Management and the Council of Economic Advisors last month, surprising some Republicans, too.
I hope that the furloughed workers receive back pay.
The White House says Democrats could stop the bleeding by voting to reopen the government, and they confirm most people will be paid. But
there are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
And that means layoffs.
If this keeps going on, it'll be substantial, and a lot of those jobs will never come back.
Meantime, the administration getting creative to fund critical programs like WIC, the Nutrition Assistance Program for millions of low-income mothers and kids. Officials say they'll keep WIC afloat with tariff revenue for a while. A novel funding plan also under consideration to bail out U.S. soybean farmers, sidelined by China amid stalled trade talks. Another country still on the ropes, Canada. Today's meeting with the Prime Minister also ended without a deal announcement.
If he's a great man and you want to do a deal with Canada, why aren't you?
Because I want to be a great man, too.
The Trump administration is reportedly looking at ways to further shrink the government's balance sheet by selling off pieces of the $1.6 trillion student loan debt portfolio. It's spurring some logistical and legal concerns and also questions about what would happen to borrower protections. The White House referred questions to the Department of Education, which gave an out-of-office reply amid the shutdown, Jillian.
All right, Jackie Heinrich on the North Lawn for us tonight. Thank you.